Few athletes in the history of sports embody the spirit of winning quite like Bill Russell. With 11 NBA championships in 13 seasons, Russell is the greatest winner basketball has ever seen. But his legacy extends far beyond the hardwood. He was a civil rights activist, a pioneer for black athletes, and a leader whose influence reshaped the game. This is the story of Bill Russell, the ultimate winner in NBA history. Early life and college dominant. Bill Russell was born in Monroe, Louisiana, in 1934, growing up during a time of racial segregation and hardship. His family later moved to Oakland, California, where he discovered basketball. Though he struggled at first, Russell's relentless work ethic turned him into a dominant defensive force. He was often overlooked in his early years, as his unorthodox playing style did not fit traditional basketball norms at the time. However, through persistence and a strong commitment to improving his game, he developed into a formidable presence on the court. At McClymonds High School in Oakland, Russell's defensive skills began to take shape, and his natural shot-blocking ability set him apart. His talent earned him a scholarship to the University of San Francisco, USF, where he became the foundation of one of college basketball's most dominant teams. Russell not only redefined defense with his ability to block shots but also revolutionized fast-break offense, as his quick outlet passes turned defensive stops into scoring opportunities for his teammates. During his time at USF, Russell led the Dons to back-to-back NCAA championships in 1955 and 1956, marking a historic achievement. His influence on the court extended beyond statistics. His leadership and defensive mindset reshaped how the game was played. He averaged over 20 rebounds per game and consistently shut down opposing teams' best scorers. His impact was so significant that the NCAA later widened the lane to counteract his dominance, an early indication of how he would leave a lasting effect on the sport. Russell's accomplishments at USF earned him national recognition, making him one of the most sought-after players in the 1956 NBA draft. His ability to win at every level, combined with his defensive prowess and team-first mentality, made it clear that he was destined for greatness in the professional ranks. His college years not only showcased his abilities but also set the foundation for the legendary career that would follow. Boston Celtics and the birth of a dynasty. Russell was drafted by the St. Louis Hawks in 1956 but was quickly traded to the Boston Celtics, where he became the foundation of the greatest dynasty in NBA history. His impact was immediate. He revolutionized the center position with his defensive prowess, rebounding dominance, and ability to control the game without scoring. Under legendary coach Red Auerbach, Russell became the Celtics' anchor, winning his first championship as a rookie in 1957. What followed was an unprecedented run of dominance. From 1957 to 1969, Russell led Boston to 11 championships, including an 8-year streak from 1959 to 1966. His battles with Wilt Chamberlain were legendary, as Russell consistently found ways to elevate his team in critical moments. While Chamberlain often put up bigger individual numbers, Russell's leadership, defensive intensity, and clutch performances made him the ultimate champion. Russell's influence on the Celtics extended beyond his defensive brilliance. He established a culture of accountability, teamwork, and sacrifice, which became the hallmark of Boston's success. His ability to anchor the defense, secure rebound, and initiate fast breaks with precision outlet passes made him an invaluable asset. He also empowered his teammates, encouraging them to maximize their potential and trust the system, which ultimately led to sustained dominance. One of Russell's defining moments came in the 1962 NBA Finals, where he delivered an all-time great performance in Game 7 against the Los Angeles Lakers. In that game, he recorded an astonishing 30 points and 40 rebounds, leading the Celtics to an overtime victory and another championship. This game encapsulated what made Russell so special, his ability to rise to the occasion and outwork everyone when it mattered most. As the dynasty continued, Russell's role evolved. By the mid-1960s, he became more than just a dominant player. He was the heartbeat of the franchise. When Red Auerbach retired as head coach in 1966, he handpicked Russell as his successor, making him the first black head coach in NBA history. Despite the added responsibility, Russell continued to lead by example, guiding Boston to 2 more championships in 1968 and 1969. His final championship in 1969 was a testament to his leadership and resilience. Facing the Lakers once again in the finals, Russell orchestrated a defensive masterpiece, helping the Celtics overcome the formidable duo of Jerry West and Wilt Chamberlain. In what would be his last game, Russell led Boston to victory in Game 7 on the road, cementing his legacy as the greatest winner in basketball history. Beyond the numbers, Russell's presence redefined the meaning of leadership. His humility, intelligence, and unwavering commitment to winning created an atmosphere that fostered excellence. Even in retirement, his impact on the Celtics and the NBA as a whole remained unmatched, influencing countless generations of players who sought to emulate his approach to the game. The first black head coach in NBA history. In 1966, Russell broke another barrier, becoming the first black head coach in NBA history while still playing for the Celtics. The decision was historic, not only because it shattered racial barriers in professional sports, but also because Russell was taking over a team that had already established a dynasty under Red Auerbach. The pressure on him was immense. He had to balance the responsibilities of a player and a coach, all while carrying the weight of being a trailblazer in a segregated America. Despite the challenges, Russell thrived. He commanded respect in the locker room, using his natural leadership skills to manage egos and develop game strategies that complemented the Celtics' strengths. He emphasized teamwork, defense, and accountability, principles that had defined his career. Under his leadership, the Celtics continued their dominance, winning back-to-back championships in 1968 and 1969. These victories were particularly significant because they came against fierce competition, proving that Russell was just as skilled on the sidelines as he was on the court. Beyond his tactical acumen, Russell's role as head coach signified a shift in the NBA's culture. His success proved that black athletes could lead at the highest level, paving the way for future generations of black coaches in professional basketball. He faced racial hostility from fans and critics who doubted his ability to handle such an unprecedented role, but he never wavered. His ability to remain composed under scrutiny and deliver results cemented his reputation as one of the greatest minds in basketball history. Russell's final championship as a player-coach in 1969 was a poetic conclusion to his Celtics career. Facing the Los Angeles Lakers in a dramatic Game 7, he masterminded a defensive strategy that neutralized Wilt Chamberlain, securing an improbable victory. It was a fitting farewell, as Russell walked away from the game not only as the greatest winner in NBA history, but as a trailblazer who had fundamentally changed the perception of leadership in basketball. Legacy beyond basketball. Russell's impact was not limited to his success in the NBA. He was an outspoken advocate for civil rights, standing alongside Martin Luther King Jr. and Muhammad Ali in the fight for racial justice. At a time when black athletes were expected to remain silent on social issues, Russell used his voice fearlessly, calling out systemic racism, supporting boycotts, and standing in solidarity with marginalized communities. He boycotted games in response to racial discrimination, challenged the NBA to take stronger stances on equality, and was instrumental in opening doors for future generations of black athletes. One of the defining moments of his activism came in 1961 when he led a boycott against an exhibition game in Kentucky after black players were denied service at a hotel. He refused to play and encouraged his teammates to do the same, making a powerful statement against segregation. His unwavering stance on justice extended beyond basketball, as he participated in the 1963 March on Washington and was a vocal supporter of the Civil Rights Act. Even after his playing days, Russell remained an ambassador for the game, mentoring young players and using his platform to promote equality. He became a symbol of dignity and perseverance, inspiring players like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and LeBron James to use their influence for positive change. He also worked as a mentor for the NBA's next generation, often speaking with up-and-coming players about leadership, responsibility, and the role of athletes in shaping society. His influence extended into his later years, as he continued to challenge injustices and engage in meaningful dialogue about race and sports. In 2011, his lifetime commitment to social justice and equality earned him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in the United States. This recognition cemented his place as not just a basketball icon, but a cultural and historical figure whose legacy of activism is as important as his unprecedented success on the court. Bill Russell's courage and commitment to justice transcended basketball, making him one of the most influential athletes in history. The greatest champion. Bill Russell's legacy is unparalleled. No player in NBA history has matched his championship success, and few have left such a profound impact on the game and society. He was more than just a winner. He was a trailblazer, a leader, and an inspiration to generations. His story is a testament to the power of teamwork, resilience, and standing for what's right. In every sense, Bill Russell remains the ultimate winner in NBA history.